Yo, top of the morning to everybody. It's Ron Lennon, Ron Rambles, and I'm here again to speak to y'all this event. I'm letting everybody know I'm thankful for the feedback I've been getting on my last videos. I'm glad that everybody is actually supportive and willing to hear me out and hear my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Because in a world where it just feel like it's just you and nobody else, it's a good feeling to know that somebody's actually out there listening and feel where you coming from. But it was a lot of comments that kind of just gave me reassurance that everything's all right. And somebody said to me that, you're too young to be worrying about things that you can't change, basically. And I really did appreciate that comment, because I do feel like that. I do feel like I be worrying about things that's like really out of my control. It's certain things that is in my control, but I'm grateful to have another day to make up for it and fix it. You know what I'm saying? So, whoever said that, man, I really do appreciate that. And in this video right here, I kind of want to just give y'all my perspective on like what life is, like what I feel like life is right now. I'm feeling like life is one of those things where it's constant ups and downs. It's constant ups and downs, and never it's never all the way figured out. Because it been times where it's just like, man, I got a super high in life. Like not off no smoking weed or anything like that, but like a high where it's just everything is going good. Like, have you ever felt like that before? Where you felt like everything was just going good for you, and it goes back down. So it's like a roller coaster. Like, it goes up and goes down. Then it goes back up and goes down. And for me at my age at 27, I'm realizing that more transparently. Like, it be times where it just like you can't even explain the feeling that you have of life. And those be the times you really got to be grateful for. You really got to be grateful for those times where you really feel like you're unstoppable. Because that momentum right there, I really feel like that breeds the next generation, or your newest version. That version of you that you're praying for, that version of you that you really desire to be. I truly feel like when you have those moments where you just feel like nothing can go wrong, you have to take advantage of that and work hard at whatever your craft is, or work hard at whatever you're doing. I made a video earlier, but I didn't like how my verbiage was. I didn't like how I was communicating on that video, so I'm remaking it. But in that video, I basically explained how recently I came into a sum of money. I came into some money that I invested in a desktop computer. And I'm pretty much like one of those kind of guys that's into that type of stuff. Like, I'm into computers. I bought a MacBook and a Mac Mini, and then I realized like I didn't like those computers like that, because they always ask you to buy storage and stuff like that. But when I ended up buying my first Windows laptop last year for the first time in a long time, I had one of those, and I really liked the experience. Like, I really fell in love with Windows computers, because it's a different ball game, and then they don't ask you to buy storage, and I just really like that. So I ended up buying a desktop computer. And make it a long story short, this is what I'm using to make my videos on right now. It's giving me exactly what I need. It's giving me exactly what I want. And I've been praying. I've been trying to manifest starting a YouTube channel and making videos that could eventually broaden my community, broaden my reach, broaden, you know, just myself in the algorithm, because I always been making videos on YouTube. I didn't had meditation video channels and audio books, stuff that I'm into, you know what I'm saying? And I just decided like, okay, let me start something like this, where I could express myself and let people know where I'm coming from. And like I said in my last videos, at the age of 27, I just don't understand everything in life. I'm in a position where, I feel like I know a lot, but I usually get humbled because I don't know everything. And when I had people in my community telling me like, hey, you're still young, keep going. You always got time to fix it. You know what I'm saying? It makes me realize like, yeah, that's true. And I bought my desktop for a reason, I want to make YouTube videos. I want to have a better workflow. I want to, give quality videos. And I feel like this is giving me that ability. So I'm grateful for that. And I don't want to make this video too long because I don't want to, overwhelm you guys with, my thoughts. But I'm definitely going to have more videos like this coming out because, I'm just letting y'all know I made this investment for a reason. And, I'm more than capable of doing exactly that, making videos. But, in life, you sometimes have times that you're up and times that you're down. And sometimes, people use those days that they're up to invest into things that won't help them out in the future. They might buy a QP. They might buy some things that will help their flesh feel something, make their flesh feel happy. And me, I'm more so the kind of person that want to think long term and make my spirit happy. I feel like this is one of the best investments I made in a long time, and I'm grateful that I made this. And it takes wisdom for me to know that, hey, this is the right thing. This is the right kind of investment. These are the things that's going to elevate you. I could have, and I could have bought something way more expensive. I got my desktop for $350. And when I tell you this is like I'm telling you, this is one of the best investments I ever made. But, it gets to a point where, I'm tired of just complaining. I'm tired of seeming like I don't have it figured out. And, I'm not even seeming like it. I don't have it figured out. And I'm happy to admit that I don't. But it takes consistency for me. It takes the effort. It takes the acknowledgement sometimes for me to keep going. And when I see people like that I have in my community really showing me love and showing me like, hey, bro, you're not the only one. We all going through it. But, don't worry. It makes me grateful for that because I always been the kind of person where I always wanted more. I always wanted lavish things. I always wanted the nice things in life. And I can't help the fact that I'm not in a situation where I'm not in, the position to be having the nice things or whatever. I subjectively do have nice things, but the outcomes that I expected, I don't have that. And as I'm getting wiser, I'm realizing like I gotta detach from the outcome. Like I'm always like looking like of what it should be. But I'm realizing like, bro, what is it now? Like, what is it? And what do you have now? Are you grateful for it? I'm grateful for what I have, bro. I'm grateful for everything. And it's like, it takes time. It takes me to realize these things and to do better. And just like how you guys gave me advice that I'm so grateful for, bro, I want to give y'all the same advice. Like, that's something I really just realized, like, where are you now and are you happy where you are now? Because if you're not, you're probably going to block your blessings. Because I'm not going to particularly say like, yes, I'm happy where I am. But I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm not in jail. I'm grateful that, I got a good head on my shoulders and I got the ability to change. You know what I'm saying? I got the ability to change who I am or change my circumstances, and it takes hard work. It takes effort. It takes me like, hey, let me just put these videos out and see what it do. My first video, like, I'm grateful for the reach that it's getting. I'm grateful for the path that I'm taking now. I see that, hey, you know, you might want to give up, but keep going. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that these kind of videos would do good. This is my second video, and I'm expecting for it to do all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting whatever, but I'm not gonna attach myself to a particular outcome. If the second video doesn't do good, all right, whatever. My first video did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? If my third video doesn't do good, whatever. I'm gonna keep dropping them because like this is just my like raw thoughts and emotions. And I feel like that's what people attach to. Anytime I seen somebody that just was on the come up on YouTube and just started making a lot of views on YouTube, and you like, dang, like how he do that? Like I always realized it was because of the raw emotion they had in that particular video that really made them go up. And I've been studying YouTube, I've been studying things, but like I said, bro, I'm not finna attach myself to a particular outcome. That's what makes people go insane. Like I'm not finna go insane because of these little minuscule things. Like I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep working, and I'm gonna keep dropping these videos. But this is what this video was to let y'all know, man. Like I'm not perfect, but I'm realizing things on the way. I'm realizing like, are you grateful for where you're at now? And if you're not happy of where you're at, change it. As a man or as a woman, you always have another day. If you're blessed to live another day, you always have another day to change your situation. You always have another day to put in effort and time and work at something. And if you're passionate about it, I think that's what makes it easier. I really think that that's what makes it easier for people to elevate in life and go the distance is when they're actually passionate about what they're doing or they actually have a liking for what they're doing in that moment. Of course, I would like to scale this. I would like to take this to the next level, but it's just a matter of time. If I actually connect with, my audience and the community that, YouTube allows me to attract, that's what's gonna make it easier for me. So, if you enjoy these kind of videos, like this video for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm definitely gonna be making more content like this. And if you have any advice for me, what I'm saying, feel free to leave it in the comments. I appreciate everything. I appreciate insights from people that's around my age, that's older, and even people that's younger, what I'm saying? Because when I was young, I was giving advice to people that was older than me and giving them honest truth about their position. And it's crazy how sometimes, you don't practice what you preaching and you end up in a situation like, oh damn, I told so and so don't do this and I ended up doing that. So if y'all got any advice, anybody that's younger too, man, leave a comment and let me know what's up because I'm all ears. I'm all about progression. I take life serious, and I feel like the people that's gonna be attracted to my YouTube channel is gonna take life serious, and y'all gonna see the growth. And I hope I could be an inspiration to anybody who's looking at it, looking at my journey and my path and where I'm gonna end up. You know. So I appreciate everything. I appreciate the love. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.